Our story begins here in this peaceful little village in which live simple, peace-loving village folk. As village folk go, they were everything you'd expect from bold, big-nosed nomads living an isolated life. They walked around peacefully, farmed peacefully, held conspiratory meetings peacefully, and ran away from the occasional zombie attack, all peacefully. And after a hard day's peace, they went to bed early. There was one of them, though, that considered all of this peace, all of this tranquility rather boring, and often looked up at the sky and longed for greater things, greater adventures. The others found him rather odd, but they tolerated his many eccentricities because, when he was young, his parents were attacked by zombies. His father made a mad dash for the door and managed to escape, but was never seen again. And he watched, terrified from the corner, as his mother was bitten and turned into a zombie herself. And what was so strange about him, you may ask? Well, for one thing, he dressed differently, and for another, he had a really small nose, small head, and facial hair. Can you imagine? Facial hair! This understandably took some getting used to. But that wasn't all, because Mandelsage, for that was his name, had several hobbies and habits that completely confounded the other villagers. He explored and adventured the area around the town, and he started making himself all sorts of tools and gadgets. And he even started attacking the zombies back. Can you imagine? It all started, they say, when he was a young man. He got frustrated with the mind-numbingly peaceful way of life that they all led, so he punched a tree.
What is this? What have you done, young Mandelsage?
I punched it. I got angry, you know, so I punched a tree.
Angry? Punched a tree? Trees are for looking at, not punching. Now look at it.
Yeah, odd how it's floating, don't you think?
No, I don't. Now go on, you, there's farming to do. And no more of this tree punching business.
But young Mandelsage was not in the business of listening to his elders, and from that day forth he first punched and then chopped many, many a tree. As already mentioned, he loved to go exploring, and this often meant that he sometimes found himself in some sticky situations. But after having discovered the fine art of crafting, he quickly innovated new ways to help him in his adventures, and soon he had a very fine collection of new tools, weapons, and armor. And once he made himself his very first diamond pickaxe, there was no stopping him. He went further, and mined deeper, and braved more danger than ever before. He even tried to tame the wild and ferocious-looking ocelot, and named her Hypatia. And the others? Well, all they could do was look on in a sort of sad bewilderment. They didn't have the curiosity, the wanderlust, the facial hair. But while they didn't like his oddness, they still tolerated him and never excluded him from a good conspiratory meeting. Until one day, something happened. Well, Hypatia, I guess it's just you and me, huh? They're all asleep there. Boring people. And look at this night. It's so beautiful. They don't know what they're missing. That moon. Just look at that moon. Yeah. Hey, I wonder if I could get to the moon. Do you think anybody's tried? I don't think so. So, who says it's impossible? Yeah, I'm going to try to get to the moon. I know, it's a great idea. Okay, Hypatia, I'm finally ready. I've gathered up enough stone, and yes, now just have to wait a little bit. No, I can start now. Let's do this. I'll get to the moon. What do you mean, a good idea? Of course it's a good idea. I'll come get you if it's safe, Hypatia. Just a little more. Oh, okay. I'm almost there, I think. Hypatia! Hey, Hypatia! Hypatia, it's okay. Okay, I'm coming down to get you. We'll go together. Hypatia, where are you? Oh, there you are. Whoa! Yes, indeed. His desire to reach the moon is what killed him. Or so he thought. Because, as you all know, when one dies, that's the end. No more life for you. You're dead. Gone. Finished. But Mandelsage, as has been said, was strange. And as it turns out, he was even stranger than even he had imagined. Oh, good morning, Hypatia. You won't believe the terrible dream I had last night. I'll spare you the details, alright? But hey, let's go say good morning to everybody. But alas, it had not been a dream, and coming back from death seemed to be one step too strange for the peaceful villagers. Although they slowly got over their fear of him, from that day forth they never again spoke a single word to him. He briefly considered the possibility that he was merely part of an immensely popular video game of some other world, and was not really real, but then dismissed this idea as just plain silly. Now what do we do, Hypatia? Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. There's nothing keeping me here anymore. Adventure? Yeah, me too. Let's go. You want to go now? Alright, awesome. Let's do it. Oh, but wait. No, listen. We have to... I just realized something. I need to test something out. Yes, indeed, it was his newfound immortality that he wanted to test, and oh boy did he test it. He sought out death in all the corners of the world, or at least all the corners of the village, but every time he died, he woke up in his bed the next morning feeling better than ever. And a good thing that was too. At last he was going to leave his village, so with only his cat Hypatia as companion, and of course his chest full of goodies, he got up and walked out of the door. Ready for anything. What do you think, Hypatia? Are we ready for anything? I think we are. Yeah. Okay, so let me just grab my stuff over here. All my precious things that I have collected over the years. Can't lose them. Get prepared, put on my armor. Things in the right place. Alright. Let's go, my kitty. Come on. And thus Mandelsage set out to conquer the world. But not only this one. He was determined to get to as many worlds as he could find, starting with the moon. Ready for anything. Or was he?